But
Oh my God, some deep cut black shit. Like black people don't really believe in like retardation like that, especially when it's in your family. You know,
okay.
like we'll just say that a person's special. See, the test is black people are doing mushrooms now.
Man, I watched black people discover galaxy gas and nitrogen. I'm like, yeah, where you guys been at? You know, like all these rappers discovered nitrogen one year, and they're like, yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, mushrooms? Like, yeah, you didn't hear about the '60s? Like, what are you?
You salty, bro. You salty, right? It was never salty. That's how white people they fucking anglicized it and said, "Oh, salty," like you were salt. And that's when the blow was fluffy. You know what I mean? People are just getting like just the fluffiest, just you know. Ooh, sticky, blicky, blicky.
Austin Whitehead, dude. Hey, man.
Yo, what's up, John? Good to be here, man.
Welcome again. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
I'm just gonna pick it up right on the cut with this, anyways.
Cool.
Yeah, give you a good intro. Comic extraordinaire, my friend, and the coolest guy in Philadelphia. Thanks for coming back again, dude.
I'm in the running.
The first return, also.
I'm the first?
The first return, yes. The first return guest.
Sweet.
Yeah, first recording ever of the Sticky Room, and then first back, which means you're the coolest guy in Philadelphia, right?
Dude, you've how many of these have you done so far?
Like right around 40 now.
40?
Yeah.
That's a lot, man.
We're cranking them, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you got like a nice range of guests too. I like that.
Yeah, we spread it out.
Yeah, I'm always like, oh man. You know?
Yeah, like our last one was Pound Cake, and then is now the one right after Pound Cake will be James McCune.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But similar
Polar
personalities.
opposites,
You know what I mean?
Yep.
They're basically the same person if you
Basically the
take
same
away,
thing.
the optics, same fucking person.
Yeah. Okay, I try and keep the range full.
Yeah.
But there's one thing we don't change, and it's Austin Whitehead.
I'm the constant, man.
You're the constant parameter, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks again for coming.
No, thanks.
Wanted to get the intro back in there, you know? Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So
I know we were just kind of
doing the Smash Brothers.
we were talking a lot about video games.
About video games.
What else is going on, man?
Aside from video games and running around under Philadelphia.
Yeah. You've been city exploring. We're talking about the DMV for a while. Yeah.
No one likes that crap. No one likes DMV, dude. Everyone hates that place. No. With me, you don't want to know about me. I just run around the city now. We do a lot of comedy. We have the show each week, and then we're urban exploring. We're urban exploring. That's basically what we do now.
Yeah.
That's it's the new trend.
Well, I told you. I guess I'll bring something up. I told you about that dream that I had last night.
Yeah.
About how I was holding my newborn son in my hands, and I don't have a son. But what do you think that means, man? Do you think I'm secretly craving to be a father?
So were you all like, "Oh, I'm so stoked right now"? Or were you scared?
I was stoked.
You're stoked? Oh man.
There was some magic in my hands.
You're scared, like maybe I'm going down the wrong path. I need a family. Is that what you're thinking now?
I mean, no, I think I'm going down the right path because I'm good, like mentally, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, financially, I could be doing better, but you know.
All right. So maybe it's just your subconscious being like, "Hey, man, you need to have a family at some point."
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Do you think?
I think Freud would probably say, "Hey, it means you're a serial killer."
Yeah, that
and
motherfucker.
You hate children.
Yeah.
And you're probably one day you're gonna kill your son, much like in a biblical sense. I feel like that's probably what Freud would say about that.
Yeah, Freud was he was a projector. He would be like, "Oh yeah, you want to have sex with your mother." Meanwhile, he would go and jerk off to a picture of his mom.
Yeah.
Like everybody wants to have sex with their mom. It's like, I don't know, Freud. I think it's you.
Yeah. He was just like standing around a crowd of people one day, like, oh, the clear solution here is that probably the guy probably just wanted to sleep with his mother. That's what everyone's thinking, right? And they were like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
The fact that didn't happen one time is insane, though.
It's definitely happened. It's just like, old history. We don't have like all the evidence that we have now. There's so many like clips and fucking videos and pictures and photos. So there's a lot of evidence of things now Whereas back in the day, what do we have? He was like what? Ferd was like late 1800s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who the fuck knows anything that happened back then? You know?
I don't know. He was doing some stuff though. He was
Yeah.
yeah. Those Germans back then, late 1800s, they were cranking out the philosophers though.
They were.
Yeah. What's up with the
Yeah.
Germans back then? Germans were doing a lot back in that time period. Not so much now. Not so much now. They got nerfed.
They got nerfed.
Yeah.
Yeah. God had to come down with the hammer and really.
Yeah. 1800s, early 1900s. Woo! Germans were cranking out philosophers and engineers and nerfed.
Yeah.
Back to Freud.
Well, I think I'm a huge fan of the Japanese, man. You know, like these
Okay.
days, Japanese are fucking on fire, dude. I drive a Japanese car. I play Japanese video games. You know, I watch Japanese porn.
Right.
The big three.
Apparently, Japanese. Apparently, Japan is the new place to go to find a wife. That's where all the passport bros are going to Japan now. Did you hear that?
No.
Oh,
No.
so even apparently Japan got the best women now too.
Do they?
I'm just saying what I hear.
Is this something you've been considering?
No. I can't afford that.
You can't afford a Japanese girl?
I can't afford a plane ticket to Japan.
Oh. I'm sure there's a way to get a hold of one, you know, on the old telephone, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Boop, boop, boop. 1-800 Japan. Hey, I'm looking for a Japanese wife.
Oh, you mean like get them dropped off?
Yeah, you know, I mean.
Yeah.
Come on, if I can get sushi to my house, I can get a fucking Japanese wife delivered, right?
You think from Japan you get one delivered? Or
Sure.
you think they just got ones over here in wait?
Both, man. You know, depends on how much you want to pay. I feel like, you know, obviously you're gonna have to pay that surcharge to get them shipped across the fucking world. But
I want a fresh one. I don't need mine sitting in a shipping container for the past 3 months.
yeah, yeah. I want some fresh Japanese.
Yep.
The fucking like that Wagyu.
Yeah, I want to pay extra for a speedy flight over here. I don't want her shipped over on a long freighter over 3 months across the Pacific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some Wagyu pussy, bro. You know.
Yeah. You think for a discount you can they'll just give you one from the store down the
I think so, man.
Yeah.
We got everything.
They do. They got cool buildings, cool cities. They're really doing good.
It is just very different, though. You know, I've had a few friends though who just got married and they spent their honeymoons over in Japan. I had two friends who did that.
I think it's
like a big like honeymoon destination. I
yeah,
guess
that's what I'm saying. Like it's like the place to go now too.
Yeah,
Like it's pretty weird.
Tokyo,
It's,
and it's small too, so you can get around.
it's weird. I think what it is they're tenacious island. You know, it's because like for the past thousands of years, it's essentially been like a tiny island. They've had to ward off all of Asia. Like
Yeah.
all of Asia's trying to take in Japan
Yeah.
at one point in time. So like they've like and they're hardy. So I think like
There's
the
some
tenacity,
strong
they're like
motherfuckers.
they're as a people, there's like we're just gonna be the best. We got to be.
Yeah.
Or else China would have come over here and taken us.
There is something special about that island.
Yeah.
You gotta give it to Japan.
Yeah, well, they've had the monsoons that helped them, you know.
Yeah, man.
Back in the day, you ever hear the
Only
story about
country
how
to be
the
nuked
mystical
twice, dude,
monsoons
you
helped
know?
them? Yeah, Japan's blessed, dude.
Oh, I wouldn't call that blast, but they've been radiated. But dude, without those nukes, there wouldn't be any Hello Kitty. You know, without those nukes, we wouldn't have Pokemon. Think about it.
Yeah.
That's my theory.
Or we've gotten Pokemon way sooner.
Well, no, because you were talking about like the early 1900s,
Yeah.
right? Japan was they were some warriors, man.
Yeah,
that's
they're
what they focused on. But they got nerfed by those nukes, and then they had to turn they had to look at other shit to do, you know?
Right.
And then all of a sudden, we get these great video games popping up.
Right. They're like, let's stop them pumping out tanks and start making video games. You're right. And now we got Nintendo, which is cool.
It's awesome.
The Nintendo Switch, arguably not as cool.
The second one?
The second one is apparently not cool.
Heard it's dog shit.
I heard it's not great.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? How long are you gonna live all? That's the problem with Nintendo. Is Nintendo for some reason has completely like become market. Everyone thinks of Mario when they think of Nintendo, right?
Yeah.
They need to stop that. Like,
Making Mario?
You can't. No, you just can't be tied to a game that's 40 years old. Like Nintendo is just tied to Mario for some reason. Like everyone thinks of Mario when they hear the name Nintendo.
Yeah,
PS5, you
Mario.
don't hear that. You're like, oh, I can't wait till PS6 comes out.
Yeah, there's a ton of things that you can get. Well, apparently an Xbox is shit in the bed too recently. Did
Yeah.
you hear that they price hiked their systems? They increase because no one's buying them, so they're raising all the prices on everything.
Well, what are you gonna do?
They just raised the price for the Game Pass, which is like a big reason that people bought an Xbox to begin with. It's basically where like you rent games for like I think it was $20 a month. They just raised it to $30 a month, and you could play like a bunch of old games. But
See, I've never been that big of a gamer, but like, I think, what do you? I don't know if that industry. What's it gonna do? Like, it's if you've taken out like hard copies of everything, sort of like movies have as well.
yeah,
But like, you can't own even if you buy a game now. Like some games, they can take back. It doesn't make sense.
yeah,
Like, if you buy a game and you can get restricted from playing that game, it's crazy talk. Like,
right.
what kind of like that's a terrible industry. Like, no
Yeah,
wonder
especially with
their sales are
the
down.
whole idea of digital games and not like owning it, because even when you buy the DVD, right, you have to put it into your system, and then it has to you put it into your system, and then it downloads the game, and then that disc is always tied to that console. So you know how like back in the day you could have a game, right, and then you could go over to your friend's house and put the game into your friend's console, and then you guys could just play it. You can't do that anymore. So you don't really like, you know.
Yeah,
That's why I just buy digital games because I mean, why even have the discs anymore? You know,
that's a
it doesn't matter if you have the disc. It used to matter because you used to be able to go over to someone else's house and play that game, but you can't do that.
yeah. It's a weird industry now. It's like they've like pigeon it's like they've pigeonholed themselves in like so many different areas. Like it
Yeah,
doesn't make sense. Like I don't even see the benefit in it because like also if the games aren't even coming out that are as good as like old games. Like
right.
people want to play retro games more than they want to play new games.
That's what I started getting into.
Yeah, exactly. Like people
Yeah,
want to play either remake games, like people want to play a Red Dead Redemption 4 instead of a new game that's coming
yeah,
out. And then also people want to play retro games. So like there's no progress in the industry. And then they've also made every fucking way to possible to own it impossible. It's like
yeah.
where's the end goal with video games? There is none. So
Well, I have a PS5, and all the PS5 games that I have are either PS4 games or they're remakes of like PS3 games, rather remasters. Like Demon Souls is remastered, and then I have Elder Scrolls Oblivion that's remastered. But those are games that came out for the PlayStation 3. I don't have any PlayStation 5 exclusive games
mhm.
because they don't make anything that's worth buying.
Yeah.
Or if they do make it, it's not a PS5 exclusive, it's also on the PS4. So there's no real reason to own one of the newer consoles because you can get all that stuff on the PlayStation 4.
Plus
It just plays a lot better,
what's a new video game? Like $80?
Yeah, it's about 60, 70, 80, depending on the game. But yeah, it's about 70, 80.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
It's crazy.
But I mean, if it's worth it, you will get a lot of hours out of it, which, I always compare it to going out to eat, right? You take your girl out to eat, you go to a fucking nice restaurant. I mean, not even that nice, dude. You go to like fucking just a middle chain restaurant, dude. You're gonna easily spend $70, $80.
Yeah.
And that's one night, you know?
Yeah.
So I think about it like that.
That's a good way to think about it. I think about video games differently though,
I'm gonna
where I
get
don't
way
play.
more enjoyment out of that fucking video game than I am going out to eat.
So this is the enjoyment level to look at, I guess. I look at it as like a time level thing too. Is like I spend this $70 on this thing, but I'm gonna spend so much time playing this thing. It's actually like I'll view it as a negative. Like I'm gonna like lose too much from it. That's how I
Really?
view video games.
You look
Yeah,
at it as a negative.
yeah. Like that's the reason I only play like one or two video games really, and I don't even play them. I just play them with like friends. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Just because like I get scared of playing video games. Like I get scared of like, oh man, I'll play. Oh cool, I got off work. I'll just play this video game for a couple hours, 5 p.m. and it's like 1 a.m. and I'm like, that's
Yeah.
my nightmare. It's like to lose. I could have done things other things. You
Yeah.
know, that's like because that will happen to me. That just happens. So like that's
So
my
you have
night.
that sort of personality where you get sucked into
Yeah,
it and
yeah.
you don't wanna
Uh huh.
waste that. You look at it as a waste of time.
I guess it's not even a waste of time because like 'cause I enjoy it. But, like, then I think that happens when I play video games, like, "Oh, man, I just did that for 8 hours," you know? That's a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I have other things I need to do. You
So
know?
it's kind of masturbatory.
Yeah, it's a
In
lot. Yeah, because I never just play a video, and then what? You're gonna play that video game one night like that? No, you're gonna play the video game a lot. Like I'm gonna dedicate
oh
a
yeah,
lot. Like that's and
Ron
I'm
asked
gonna
me
get addicted
yesterday.
to it. I have a very addictive personality, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna lose a lot of time in that video game.
yeah. Ron asked me yesterday. He said, "How many hours do you think you put into Dark Souls?" And I thought about it, and it's like easily probably a couple thousand hours playing a game. But I've been playing this game for 15 years. You know, been playing it since it came out. So I mean, it's a couple thousand hours over 15 years. But that is a lot of time.
Yeah.
If I use that time, if you think about it, like a couple thousand hours, Malcolm Gladwell, that whole like 10,000 hours to become an expert on anything, dude, I could have been putting that time into fucking
Oh yeah, yeah. You could
become
have
an
a
expert on fucking,
master fucker.
yeah, fucking or a masturbator, right?
You're gonna master debate. Oh yeah, you definitely could have been master debater, masturbator, master debater. That was from that Charlie Kirk South Park episode.
Yeah, but
Um,
yeah, no, I do see your point. Um, I will counter you with this though, because the games that I play, especially, I feel like they help me to cope with things that I'm going through.
mhm.
They teach me things, and then I apply those things that I've learned into my actual life.
I don't play video games like that.
No,
Like I don't play Super Smash Brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not going to teach me morals.
I'm not saying like morals, but maybe morals. I mean, it could be like lessons. It just could be like some take on reality that you can like. I play a lot of Souls games, so like when things get difficult, I don't give up.
Okay.
I find a new angle to approach it,
Okay.
and I try to apply that to everything.
Okay. I like
Um,
that.
well,
Is it?
Smash Bros. I mean, Smash Bros. We're in comedy, and comedy is very competitive,
Mhm.
And so what? Just because if there's someone who's better than you, right? Do you just give up, or do you try to like get up to their level? You know,
Yeah.
you could apply that from Smash Bros. Into comedy.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the problem. Like with Smash Bros, I will get like addicted to that. Like I'll do the same thing. I'll play that same game for hours.
Yeah,
Yeah, like it's the same thing. I don't view it as like a hatred towards it. It's more like a stark warning on my part. Like it'd be like the
no, I
same
understand.
like thing as other things. Like I can't. I would like lose too much time to it.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's a fear of mine with video
that is
games.
that is interesting though. Because yeah, it's like what's your priority in life? Like, what do you want to focus on? It's interesting, like that philosophy that you have about video games, about how they can sometimes be a waste of time. That's how honestly I feel about like dating.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds crazy because I was just talking about holding my newborn son in my hands, like, and how that's a fucking secret want of mine. But on the other hand, I feel like a lot of times people waste my time. So I don't like I'm very hesitant to start dating because I don't like my time wasted. I think of that as a waste of time.
Trying to
I've
do
spent in the past, like I get very addicted to people. I can, especially women. And I can get very hooked on one person where that's who I think about. That's who I want to be around. That's who I want to, kind of obsessive. Not in like a creepy way, like where I'm stalking them, but I mean, like if I have a girlfriend, I'm into that girl. That's who I want to be around. That's who I'm with.
Mhm.
And I just feel like a lot of times people waste your time. But yeah, we were talking about pills and drugs and doing shit that you don't even know what the fuck it is, and just
Oh yeah, dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
plenty of that, right?
Yeah. There was a point where I was like, I really didn't care what it was, you just kind of let it rip, you know? It was
Now
kind of
for your acid, because there was that period in like the 2010s where, and it's probably still happening, but there was like a lot of RCs, research chemicals, going around, and people would say it's acid, and then like the test was like, oh, if it's tasteless, then it's acid,
it was like
but if it tastes like metal, then it's probably like 2BC
it
or
was like
whatever.
2CI, 2CB, and like that was when like Molly and like there used to be yeah, that's like when all like the stuff just started like changing because there used to be ecstasy,
Yeah,
which was just a slew of things. That's really what ecstasy was.
yeah,
It was really actually a slew of things. But then they're like, no, we're just gonna like strictly make MDMA and nothing else in it, and that's Molly now.
yeah,
And then like but there was like this that's like the whole like that's when like the eye opening was like, oh wait, ecstasy is a million different things. And then like there's like, oh yeah, there's actually all these chemicals out here in the world. That's when I remember like hearing about it.
There was a rumor in college about like this. I think it was Pink Molly that was going around, and everyone was like, "Oh, dude, if you get Pink Molly, it's meth." People are just like, "Man, I really like that." Like, yeah, if you do Molly and the next day you want to do Molly, that wasn't Molly.
If you do this and you really want to do it the next day, probably something else.
Yeah. I don't know why. I've just been doing Molly every fucking day and my teeth are falling out. And it's great.
He's like, hey, man, why do you look like a meth head? He's like, I don't know. I only do Molly.
Yeah. Love Molly, love Molly, love Molly, love Molly.
Dude, Molly. I was never into that Molly. I'd love EDM music, though.
I was always worried about, because the exact things that you said, I was actually I got to a point that I was worried about Molly. And, I remember I got shrooms from some dude in California. He sent a package to my house of like edibles and shrooms and shit. And I traded one of the shrooms. So it was like chocolate bars. I traded one of the bars to a friend of mine, and he had 2 ecstasy pills. Right, gave me the ecstasy. I never ended up taking them though. I think I threw them away. Because
I've thrown a lot of them away too. I actually didn't.
Because I think part of the fear was that I needed to know someone who also did the same drug to know that it was okay after a certain point.
A tester.
A tester.
You wanted Alanis Morissette.
Yeah.
You're not Janis Joplin. You need a Janis Joplin
tester. Yeah.
You need a tester. Yeah.
Yeah, or just like a buddy who also was like, "Oh, dude, I did that last night and it was fucking fire," you know? Just like someone who had like the same batch, but these were like 2 isolated ecstasy pills that I didn't know anybody else who had. So I just wasn't sure.
Isn't it fun though? Here's a fun thing. That's true with like every drug except for heroin. Heroin's like, a few people died on that block. And you're like, let's go there. Like it was the opposite of a tester.
Yeah.
If you hear someone like people are ODing on 2nd in Indiana, you're going to 2nd in Indiana.
Yeah.
Like that's the complete opposite. Yeah, it's fun.
So you wanted to get as close to death as possible.
Well, it just meant like that's very good.
Yeah.
This is all before fentanyl hit the street too. Like this is like that must mean that is very good stuff. And then fentanyl hit, and then like 20 people are dying over there, and it's like, well, maybe hold off. Like that's when it changed a little bit.
Do you remember when fentanyl hit?
Mm-hmm.
When?
It's probably like 2070, I would say. Feels about right. 2070, maybe 2008, maybe 2008. It had to be right around 2008, I'd say. But yeah, it was wild. It was like, why? It was weird because like I remember kept getting it like, but it was coming in small batches. You like at first like you'd be like, oh, why is this a different color?
Yeah.
Why? And then you put it, and you're like, why do my limbs tingle? Like when like you put your arms, then you like lay on your arm, and it has that tingly feeling.
Yeah.
Like, why is my whole body hurt like that for like 10 seconds? What is that? Like there was just like stuff, and then like then everyone started dying.
Jesus.
Yeah, but I remember I was like, what is this stuff? And why is it all dark? And then like people were like, there's fentanyl and stuff. And I was like, oh. Or like it's just like stronger heroin. Everyone was like, yay. But then everyone just started dying.
Right.
Everyone was stoked about it first in the heroin community. We loved it.
Jesus.
You're like, oh wait, it's stronger now? Because that's what.
Was it cheaper?
No, it was the same price. You just had it. You had your dope cut with it.
Yeah.
So you could get crappy dope, but with a little bit of fentanyl in it, it's very good dope. So that's how the junkies just viewed it. It's like, oh, even the worst dope is good now. Like,
wow.
That's how it was viewed.
Damn.
Yeah, we loved it at first.
And now that's all you can get, right?
Pretty much, I assume, yeah. I don't know. I haven't been down there in a minute, but I assume it's hard pickings for the naturals.
Dude, it's such a shame when like, because like the good old days, I was watching a commercial for like a PSP from like, when did the PSP come out? What was it, like 2000 something? Like it was like the 2000s, right? And you remember back like PlayStation had like those fucking crazy commercials for their systems. It would be like there was this PSP commercial where it's 2 squirrels, and the one squirrel is like, "Hey man, what are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm playing nut." And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, PSP. It's a nut you can play outside." It was like PlayStation. It was like the weirdest fucking commercial, dude. And I watched it and I was like, oh, Adderall, dude. Because like back in like the 2000s, dude, everybody was on fucking Adderall. Like everybody. You can't really get as much. People are still on Adderall, but not as much as the 2000s, dude. 2000s, early 2010s, everybody was on Adderall, fucking benzos. Remember, those were like the big drugs back then, and the fucking the pharmaceuticals,
Mhm.
oh, the opioids.
It's funny because all the commercials were wildly chaotic like that.
Yeah,
Like, go back to 2000s commercials. The commercials don't exist anymore, really, but 2000s commercials, like Slim Jim. Do you remember those? The Slim Jim
yeah,
commercials?
yeah, yeah,
And it's like cocaine on commercial. It's a commercial that did cocaine. That's what
yeah,
all the commercials were.
yeah.
Like, even, like, the
Because of the
MTV
stimulants.
shows, like, every intro to an MTV show,
Yeah,
where, like, they would go into the guys' rooms and the people be in the bus, like, "Home invaders, welcome." It's like a cracked head out intro. Like, every marketing was cracked out back then.
and you can look at every generation and see the drugs that they were on.
Yeah.
You know.
70s was very look at Austin Powers, dude. Makes sense. A lot of acid.
Yeah,
Looks like it.
yeah. Just
80s.
80s was coke, man. People.
80s disco was dude, remember do you ever watch
Yeah.
videos of the old, like, Soul Train, watch people
Yes,
dancing
dude.
on that blow?
Yeah,
Dude,
dude.
that's
And
entertainment.
that's when the blow was fluffy. You know what I mean?
People
I've done some
whoo!
fluffy cocaine a few times in my life. Not many. No, but like now, like, you get some fluffy coke, dude. You're fucking lucky, right? Or you got a good connect. Back then, that was probably just the norm. You know what I mean? People were just getting like just the fluffiest, just you know.
I mean, just like a powder, like a powder.
Oh, that's why everybody was hooked on coke, dude. It was good, good coke back then.
Not now.
Not now, man.
Not now.
No.
Good luck.
And yeah, someone had a bit about how they were on Klonopin on stage, and they were like, "Yeah, I'm bringing it back to the 2010s." Like, I know nobody does it anymore, but I'm still doing it. And I was like, "Oh shit, dude, that's right." Because, like, remember, all those fucking SoundCloud rappers died because they were all fucking ODing on Xannies and Klonopin and fucking opioids. That doesn't happen as much anymore.
Dude, Klonopin was one of the things my mom was prescribed, and she got a lot, and I took a lot of them.
Yeah, yeah.
I
And it's hard to get prescribed those things because doctors are more weary about it. A lot of people were dying. People were overprescribed. You can still get it. I'm just saying it's not as.
someone who's 20 years old will never realize how insanely crazy, like, prescription, like, it would, dude, it really, like, oh, crack and heroin, all the meth, those all been around, everyone knows about, but, like,
Yeah,
no one realized, like, those equals, the equal of all those things were just being given to people willy-nilly.
dude,
Like,
you would walk into the
given.
doctor's office like, oh, I stubbed my toe. They'd be like, here's some opioids. You'd be like, what?
Yeah.
I need these for my toe being stubbed.
I went to the Chestnut Hill Hospital one time with a toothache.
Yeah,
Went there, I was like, my tooth hurts. Went to the emergency room. They're like, well, we can't do anything. You need to make a dentist appointment. Here's Percocet. And they
yeah,
gave me a script of Perks.
yep.
Amazing.
And not
Isn't that
like
crazy?
oh, here's 10. They'll be like, here's 30.
Yeah.
Like, here's 30 30s. And you're like, okay.
Yeah. It was wild. I remember that. Like, I was like, I didn't expect this.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh
I would
yeah.
have been coming here way sooner.
Dude, you go to the
Like,
dentist, you go to the dentist now, they give you really strong Tylenol.
mhm,
That's it.
mhm.
If you're lucky, they'll give you a little bit of codeine in it. Codeine.
Yeah. Like, can you numb my mouth? They're like, no.
Yeah, they're just like, sorry, we don't really do that
Shit
anymore.
costs money. You got money? You look poor. No.
Also, back in the day, dude, if you went to the doctor's office and you said like, hey, sometimes I get nervous, they're like, here's 100 Xanax. And you're like, really?
I remember me and my buddies, everyone had the script when
Yeah.
you want to get prescribed to something.
Yeah.
In Adderall back in the day, it was like you need to go in there and, like, tell them you can't, like, you just can't, you're like concentrate and everything is a mess, and tell them, like, your head feels like a beehive is going on inside of it, and, like, you just can't, like, concentrate on just one bee, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it was like a script almost.
Right.
Like, you would, like, all of us went to and it's all the same beehive thing and whatever. Like,
Yeah.
and all of us had it. It was
Oh,
it
yeah.
was terrible.
Well, because they wanted to prescribe it back then.
Yeah.
They were incentivized to prescribe it.
Yeah.
And plus, there was a lot of them. There was a lot of it. Notice how there's no fucking Adderall anymore, dude. It's like people still have it, but it's harder to get.
Mhm.
You know?
I don't even know. I'll look for it. Is it?
No, I mean, again,
I
it was
assume
most common in
I
college.
assume it's a lot harder now because back then was insanity.
I mean, there's a lot of college kids who have it. Like early 20s college kids. It's still very common among them.
If it's anything like oxys, then I imagine it's insanely hard to get.
Yeah,
Before they
college
made
kids
that,
are always going to have the fucking. But I remember during the pandemic, that was like a big news story. How Adderall shortages. Pharmacies, people still had the scripts, but the pharmacies weren't filling them because they didn't have enough. So people started taking like fucking like I don't know, matcha or whatever.
I'm not leaving my house now. I need more energy. Hard.
Yeah, that is a strange
What are
time
you
to
gonna
really
do? What are you gonna do in your house?
Such a bizarre time to really need fucking Adderall. Like, all right, so we're in lockdown. I need to really focus.
Time to conquer the world. What?
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
But it is fun to take a lot of Adderall and just sit on your computer just go down fucking rabbit holes.
Oh.
You know? I used to do that a lot in college.
That was never my thing. Adderall,
play video games and shit.
That was not my thing. That stuff makes me feel bad. Like it doesn't sit with me well. I don't like.
You're a downer guy.
Yeah,
you like downers. Yeah.
That it makes me irritated and make me want to throw up. I don't like the feeling.
Yeah. Everybody's different when it comes to the drug that they kind of gravitate towards. You know,
it's weird. I would not. Yeah, I hated it. I've done meth, and that's different. That is different because you don't. Meth is different than that. Like Adderall, you eat, and I get that weird. Like it says, I don't like this feeling.
Yeah.
Meth's not that. Meth is just pure enjoyment.
Yeah.
Meth is a big.
Is that a meth endorsement?
Meth is a bad drug.
You're like, I'm John Nagel and I approve meth.
There's literally almost nothing bad about it. There's no bad come down. It lasts a long time. It's
really
euphoric. It's a terrible drug. Yeah, like Coke, you come down and you feel awful.
Right. Right. But
crazy, dude. Yeah. Meth is more than just gay crack, dude. It is better.
But the thing about meth is that I mean, isn't it just somebody making it? You know what I mean? It's not as consistent, right?
Yeah, I'm sure it's rando. Not if you're Walter White. He had a product, you know?
He was the Coca-Cola of meth.
Yeah, there's not I mean, perhaps
that's why people like Adderall, because you get some consistency.
Yeah. So I assume that there is a meth. Like there is the chemical compound meth. Like in the 100% form. There is that compound.
Right.
If you're getting it ever, probably never. Right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I think about it. But that's the same with everything. Like there is 100% pure heroin.
Yeah.
You're never going to get it.
No. That's fucking Afghani shit,
yeah.
dude.
There is 100% pure cocaine. Not going to get it.
Because by the time it gets to you, man, it's gone through so many hands.
Yeah.
You know?
You gotta be one of those guys. You gotta see it and feel it. Catch the brick. But even by the time you get a brick, you don't even notice it's that, you know? I don't know.
Yeah, I wish you could. I mean, I wonder how many from the actual place where the cocaine comes from to the point that it's in a baggie that you're buying. How many hands has it gone through?
A bunch. A lot. By the time it
way too many.
By the time it gets into the city, I think it sees more by the time it hits the city.
Yeah.
Yeah. More hands. Like once it hits the city, it sees too many. That's why it gets crushed. On the way to the city, it probably only sees like what, half a dozen hands packaged, then transport, and hits the house, then hits the distributor, then it ends up in the crack house, and then it's just now 40 people touch it.
Yeah, just getting cut.
Yep.
Everybody's pinching bags and shit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I used to do it.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember being a fiend, and my friends would send me down the way and be like, "All right, man, here's all the money." I go down the way, copping like 5 bundles or something like that, like good, like $500 worth of crap. I'd take a slow train ride home, pinch, and make all of them look. I'd make all of them look real even, except for one.
Right.
One real big one, and that's mine. I would do that same shit. I'd pinch everything.
Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah, I wasn't even drug dealing.
Well, in college, we called them .9ers, like with weed. Because remember when weed was as illegal as fucking like heroin, where they made fucking stoners seem like they were. It was insanity, dude. But anyway, .9ers, you know, people who you buy like a gram, and it's just like, is that a gram? Like, yeah.
Back when we used to sell that back in the day, like we would always make 1.1s. Like we'd always you'd make a point just to go over one, just so you'd never even have like the complaint. Like then,
100%.
like that was the best marketing back in the day for that thing. Like like if you're the guy who like, it's like that guy always sells 1.1s. Like you get.
No, I had a buddy who he was so consistent about his philosophy was exactly what you said. He's like, if I give people more than what they paid for, they're going to come back to me. If I short them, they're not going to come back to me. So I can flip fucking, QPs or whatever faster if I give people more.
The only people that come back to you when you short them are desperate people. The second they find anyone else, they're gone.
Yeah.
Like the only people that come back to you is like when you're the only person.
Yep.
That's the only time you can short people is when you're the only person. If there's 12 other people around, you're done.
You're done.
You're done, so. Yeah. That's actually, that's with every drug industry. Yeah. Like,
isn't it crazy how like I mean, I know there's still weed dealers out there, but geez, dude, the weed dealer used to be like the fucking priest, you know? He was as important for the neighborhood as like a fucking a priest. Not a Catholic priest, not like a fucking diddler, but you know what I mean? That was the guy, man.
That was like
Getting
the Matthew
close.
McConaughey character in
Yes.
Dazed and Confused was a real guy for every generation.
Yes. Yes.
Everyone knows that guy.
Yeah.
Even if he wasn't like the lax tippy guy, everyone knows that dude that was crushing the hottest chicks because he was giving them free shit. Yep. Everyone knows that guy.
The weed dealer was almost like a famous person where you wanted to be closer to them because the closer you are to them, the more influence you have. That's what the weed dealer was like, you know?
That's
like there would be the weed dealer and then there'd be like the weed. You ever seen the movie? Oh God, what the fuck is it? It's a Brazilian movie, City of God. You ever seen City of God? No? Okay. But anyway, there was like the weed dealer and then there's like the weed dealer's like best friend, right? And then like he didn't necessarily sell, but he was probably on par with being as cool just because he was like really close with the weed dealer, you know, and they would just walk around the fucking school and fuck all the chicks and like be at all the parties and you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You wanted to get in with them. You wanted one of those two people to like you, you know? Mm-hmm. That was how. And I played basketball, so I got to know all the weed dealers.
Mm-hmm. It's funny. It's exactly why I started selling drugs also too. It was like that thing. I wanted everyone to be like, come to me. Like I wanted the people to like me. That's an easy in for a like when you're 16. Yeah. So I like went that course. I know exactly what you're saying. Like that is the thing. Like that's why you want to do it. And it doesn't work out though. It's like that only works up until like 20, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a short-lived fame.
It's a short-lived fame, and then when you chase it, you become an addict.
Yeah.
That's how addiction manifests. You can be an addict, you know, obviously in your early 20s, but it doesn't really start becoming a problem until you get later, and then you're outside of those circles that you used to like. It used to be really important to have drugs, and all of a sudden you're by yourself, and you still think it's really important to have drugs, but it's just you know?
Yeah.
All the fucking glory of like those days are gone, but you're still chasing the fucking high of.
Yeah, my problem was like I was doing it with weed and then Oxycontins hit when I was like maybe so I was like turned 18 and then I was like, oh, if I start selling these, I'm the man.
Yeah.
Because they got a lot of stigma now. But in 2006, in my high school, whoa, people loved that shit, dude.
Oh yeah.
Everyone loved it.
Yeah.
Like it was crazy. The only people who didn't love it were going to Harvard. Everyone else loved it. It was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a guy I would buy Xanax off of in like the mid 2010s, and he would throw in oxys. That was, and I think he was trying to get me hooked.
Exactly what that was. Dude.
Yeah, I would buy Xanax, and then he would like throw in like 3 or 4, and he would say like, "Yeah, man, you know these are free, man. I got a lot of them." He's like, "Just tell me if you like them," and I liked them. I liked them a lot, but I never quite bought. He would just give them to me for free, just like. I was buying a lot of Xanax off of him.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Could have turned a profit.
Yeah, I know. He was one of those dudes. He had like a fucked up back, and he just had scripts on deck. Like he had he told me he had a house full of just Oxycontin and Xanax and shit.
It is weird how, like, I don't think it was intentional, but a lot of handicapped people in the early 2000s became drug dealers.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there's a lot of people I knew that probably had no intention of becoming drug dealers, but then just started selling hard drugs, like Oxycontin.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's so wild. It's like, oh, I messed up my back, and now I sell Oxycontin to teenagers.
Because it's profitable too. Because there's a fucking demand for it.
Yeah.
You know?
It's great. Well, it's so expensive. Like, what was it? $50 a pill? What, you get like
At one point.
100
That's
of
why I
them?
never got into it too much. You know?
Imagine you get 90 of them at 50 a pill. It's $4,000
Yeah. Yeah.
for a bottle.
Yeah.
Absurd money in 2006, dude. People were crushing the game. It's insanity. I mean, it's wild. Like, people who never intended to be drug dealers just turned into drug dealers because they messed their back up.
Right.
Insanity. I never actually thought about that before. We always talk about the addicts. We never talk about people who just unwillingly became drug dealers.
I mean, it's just like a matter of like, fuck, you know, I can't pay my mortgage this month, but I got this bottle of Oxycontin that if I sell them, I can get by this month, you know?
A lot of people I know that could use $4,000 a month.
Like, yeah, man. In 2006 and especially right now.
Yeah, dude. An extra $50,000 a year for free?
Dude, $5,000 would change my life right now. $5,000 of just like, here you go, money would absolutely flip everything.
In 2006, a lot of people had the conversation, maybe I should hop in front of a bus. Not even for the insurance, for the scripts.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. People were willing to jump in front of, 100% willing to jump in front of buses at one point.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah. Fucking crazy.
For my family. I got to do it for my family. My kids need to go to school. I got to jump in front of a bus.
It's a real fucking thing, dude. People were living like this is the world we lived in.
Yeah.
Like, actually, and people were like, it was normal too.
I got to. He's like up late at night and he's just like, I gotta jump in front of that bus. My kid needs braces. I mean, you gotta sell Oxycontin.
There were times where I was like, I could get in a car accident right now, not die, but get mangled.
And so I wonder these days, because you know, I guess to kind of put a ribbon on, I'm sober. I know we've been talking about drugs for the past like hour, but I'm a sober guy, you know, so I'm out of the game. I don't know what's going on out there. I'm not in those circles anymore. You know, when I walked into my first meeting, dude, like for like years, I was saying to myself, I was like, where is everybody? Because I was doing drugs by myself. You know, I couldn't quite find the circles anymore. And I walked into a fucking meeting and I was like, oh, here's everybody. I was like, whoa, what's up, dude? Where you been, man? Like, yeah, I got sober like 3 years ago, dude. You know, shit got wild out there. All of my friends who were fucking slinging and wheeling and dealing, like, they all ended up at meetings. So that's like the new spot where I found community again. It is cool. But I wonder for people who are still out there, you know, doing whatever. Because, you know, it's fun. I mean, it's fun for a bit, right? I wouldn't have done it if it wasn't fun. What are the drugs? What are people doing these days? You know? Because we're talking about like
Ketamine.
06. I'm talking about like the 2010s. What's the drugs, man? Because like, well, you can't do fucking heroin anymore. It's all fentanyl.
People were doing mushrooms and ketamine.
Is that the thing?
Yeah, I think it's like it's the same thing as the test strip thing I was talking about. Apparently, these new generations of drug addicts are scared to die.
Yeah.
Right? So they're all testing their
We
stuff.
weren't, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. These new generations are like, let's test our drugs. I never heard of that. Like, ever. Like, you were just like that, it was never.
Yeah. You do your Hail Mary
like,
and then you shoot up. Yeah.
Like, that's
you were like, God, I'll see you soon.
Yeah,
boop.
That's what that was. And it's the same kind of mindset. Yeah. That's I don't know. It's fun though.
So mushrooms and ketamine, that's like
because you can't die from it. You can die from mushrooms, or you can probably die from ketamine, but like it's not like,
but it's not like part of the it's not like on the label like cigarettes, like you will die.
It's not a stigma. The mushroom marketing, whoever is behind mushroom marketing crushed it in the past 20 years though.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like 20 years ago, you eating mushrooms, you're like, oh wow, you're a hippie or you're out there. Now it's just like you eat mushrooms, like, yeah, so is my grandma. It doesn't make sense. And ketamine is wild. Elon Musk is
dude, you got black people see, the test is black people are doing mushrooms now. Dude, mushrooms back in the day, that was like some weird kind of like, that was like an advanced stoner thing. Mm-hmm. Like you had like your smoke circles, you had your weed, but then there was like always like the dealer who was like a mushroom guy. And he was weird. He would wear like drug rugs all the time, always talk about Colorado. Remember that guy?
Mhm.
And that was like the mushroom dude,
Mhm.
right? Nowadays, you got fucking dudes in the hood doing mushrooms.
It's so good.
That never happened back in the day, bro.
It's so fun. It is fun. It is fun because, like, as I get older, I'm like, are black people just 15 years behind whites in drugs? Like, is that what it is? Like,
I don't know, man.
I mean, not trying to be. It's not a racist thing, but man, I watched black people discover galaxy gas and nitrogen. Like, yeah, where you guys been at? Like all these rappers discovered nitrogen one year, and they're like,
Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
they're like, oh, mushrooms. Like, yeah, you didn't hear about the '60s? Like, what are you talking about?
That is so true, dude.
Yeah, so I was like,
Yeah.
surely in 5 years, like ketamine is going to be in the
Yeah.
hood. Like, but that's I think
It
it's on.
is it is no, I mean you're making some points here. I feel like drugs start with the whites and then 15 years later black guys start doing it. I feel like for slang, it's the exact opposite. Starts in the black communities and then 15 years later white dudes are saying it. Because I remember, all right, my best example is the word people say salty, right? The original word is Saudi, right? This is like a deep cut black thing, but people used to say, "Oh, nigga, you Saudi, bro. You Saudi," right?
Uh-huh.
It was never salty. That's how white people they fucking anglicized it and said, "Oh, salty," like you were salt.
Mhm.
It was never salty, bro. It was Saudi. So when I started hearing, because that was like something from when I was like a kid. People would say Saudi all the time, like, "Oh, you Saudi, bro, you Saudi." And then, like, like 15 years later, I hear white guys saying, "Oh, salty." It's like an internet meme. Salt, ha, salt. I'm like, you guys are saying it wrong. It's not even. That's not the fucking term, bro. Now black dudes don't even say it anymore because it's like it's salt. I don't even get it.
I 100% thought it was salt.
No, the original. That's how most people say it now. That's how white dudes say it. But like back in the day, it was Saudi. Like,
All right,
so I
I'll
don't
take
know.
your word for it.
Every once in a while, I pull out some deep cut black shit.
All right, give me one more deep cut black shit right now.
You're gonna put me on the spot.
Yeah, I can cut out your hesitation.
Oh my god, some deep cut black shit. I mean, like, this is something that it's not really that unknown. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything that like black people don't really believe in like retardation like that, especially when it's in your family. You know,
Okay.
like we'll just say that a person's special. You know,
Okay.
like autism just started being like a thing that black people would acknowledge within like the last like 5-10 years.
Oh, okay.
We've had a lot of autistic, retarded people in our family, but they were just special. Now, I'm not saying anything that's like, other comedians haven't commented on. Like you can see bits about this,
Okay.
but that's true as hell, man. Like the fact that my cousin has like an autistic son, the fact that he even admits that's pretty cutting edge for black folk.
Huh. So, like, if
It would just be like, no, he's just special, man. He just loves Legos.
what if we're talking like noticeably downsed?
Slow.
Just a slow guy?
He's slow.
Just a slow cousin?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a slow cousin.
He's slow. Exactly.
Yeah.
He's slow. He's special. But like we just now are starting to be like, hey, he's like mentally like. This is like the past 5-10 years, dude.
I like that. All right, that's fun. Learn things. We're learning here.
We're learning.
This
We're
is
learning.
educational.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's some deep cut black shit.
All right, cool. So I'm a big fan of that actually because I that is fun. I'm trying to think of other things like for deep cut white. Sure, deep
I
cut
mean,
white.
white people do the inverse thing where they'll be like, "Oh, I have this disease," and you'll be like, "No, you're just a bitch," you know, like not like a pussy, but I mean like it'll be like a girl who's like, yeah, I have like anxiety and depression and BPD." No, you're just kind of a bitch, and you just are feeling the effects of being a bitch all the time. It turns out that if you're just bad to other people, you will feel bad.
Yeah. It's actually all it is just it's a weird thing. It's a half of a cure. It's recognizing bad character trait, but
Yeah.
then instead of interpreting as a negative character trait that can be fixed, you're like, oh, this is just an uncurable trait and it's because of this.
Hmm.
And that's just all that's like what it is.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing. It's just like, yeah, like I'm recognizing that I'm not perfect, but I am perfect for recognizing my imperfection. And I'm actually not perfect because of this. So I didn't have a choice in it. So I actually kind of am perfect.
Yeah.
It's kind of, yeah, I hate those people. They're the worst. The self diagnosers are brutal.
Yeah. Or they walk into a doctor's office with their diagnosis and they tell the doctor, "Oh, I am this," and then the doctor goes, "Okay," and then they just go from there.
Mhm.
Like, like I talk about depression on stage, right? And for years, one of my close friends, she's a therapist. She's been a therapist, like, and she was big into psychology, like when we were in high school. Known her for a very long time, and she used to tell me, Austin, you're depressed, like way back in the day. And I would say, because, black people shit, we don't really believe in depression, you know? So I'd be like, nah, I'm not depressed. No, I'm not depressed. No, I'm not depressed. And then every time I would go to the doctor, I would get diagnosed. Like one time I went to the doctor, they asked me how I was doing. I told them honestly, which I didn't think was that crazy. And they diagnosed me with depression so fucking fast. They were like, oh, yeah, you're like clinically depressed. And I said, what? I just told you how my day was, how everything is impending and how doom and fucking gloom just follows me everywhere and how I can't seem to escape it. And they're like, that's the textbook depression. I was like, oh, I didn't know. I tried to get away from that label though, because it was always just white girls, and I always had friends who were fucking psychologists and shit. And they'd always be like, you're depressed, Austin.
Yeah.
And I was drinking a lot. I was always trying to like, self medicate. And then once I actually took that seriously and I went, oh, okay, so depression is an actual thing and it's not something I can ignore. Once I treated it like the actual thing that it is, it's mostly gone away.
Yeah, I'm gonna side with the black people on this. I don't. I
That's the
look at
first time he's ever said that.
yeah, I really I view depression. I'm like, trying just going through a rough patch. Really, that's all this is. Like I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I get. I I'm through points where people will be like, he's probably depressed right now. I recognize that, but I'm like, this is a rough patch. We'll get through it.
Yeah, no, I mean, there are definitely times when you will be depressed more than other times, like a rough patch, a death in the family, someone breaks up with you, and I think that's kind of like a natural thing, not even depression per se. It's just like, oh, dude, sad shit happens. But I think for me, it's like, that's why I'm always trying to stay active these days, is because I have a natural thing where I want to be alone and isolate and think about fucking shitty shit. Like that's my natural inclination. So I go against I'm always trying to go against that.
I'm the opposite, actually. I
Yeah.
feel like I spent so long hiding from people. Like
Yeah.
literally, like I was like, oh, I gotta go run into this alley and make sure no one see me. Like literally, like my entire like hide every aspect of my life from everything.
Yeah.
It's like so now it's like I don't I don't want to be like just go alone. Like I was like I'd rather be around like I want to see things because I spend so much of life hiding in an alley. I'd
Yeah.
rather like nah, I don't want to be alone in this room.
Yeah.
I feel the opposite almost sad.
It is sad. It is sad. Sad. Very sad. Very sad, folks.
But now it doesn't matter. Because now it doesn't matter. Because now I was actually thinking about the other day. It's like, man, who just lives in alleys and does dope, and they're like, I'm gonna get sober one day, and then they're like, and now I'm gonna do urban exploring and just go walk around alleys and dope needles. Yeah,
Full circle, dude.
yeah, full circle.
Dude,
Just going
fucking
back to my natural environment. Really, is what that is.
cyclical.
Yeah.
I wrote a joke last night. Trying to do more one liners because I've been writing a lot of stories. Um, Ouroboros.
Or Borealis or the snake.
So Ouroboros is a
Or snake.
snake eating its own tail that symbolizes the cyclical nature of life. But a man who eats his own butt represents the sick licking nature of desperation. It's not really a joke though.
Tough one. How do I lick my own butt?
I don't know. I guess you got to be really desperate. That was the idea of the joke. uh, It's hard to say to someone, "Hey, I'm going to tell you a joke that's funny. Laugh."
How about I like the idea the snake eating his own tail, but you'd be a guy sucking his own dick.
Yeah,
You could go that route too,
you could. No, for sure.
because the snake tail is kind of like a dick.
Oh, that might actually maybe make it better. Yeah, eating his own bud is kind of. You're right.
You just go Marilyn Manson with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll tune it up when I get back
I
home.
don't know. Just a
What
thought.
else?
It
What
was
else did I
immediately
write?
came to my head. I don't know.
Oh, they say that youth is wasted on the young, which is why I spent my youth wasted. Again, these aren't. I don't think they're jokes. I think they're more like riddles. You know?
You're just becoming a philosopher.
Yeah, yeah.
Now he's like, I'm gonna write one-liner jokes, and he's like, it's just. I'm pretty sure this is a Sun Tzu saying.
Yeah.
He's like, we all die young. Best not to waste the years best spent. Like, that's a biblical
Yeah,
passage.
fucking Voltaire.
I suck with one-liners. They're so fucking hard to write.
They
I
are
kept trying to
hard,
write
man.
clean things,
You
and I
know?
just give up on it. I just give up on it immediately.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I've learned that with joke writing is not being clever. Like, because when I write, sometimes I'm trying to be too clever.
Mhm.
Clever isn't funny, dude. People hate clever. You know, clever works for like writing. You know, maybe like a screenplay or something, or like a show, like a sitcom, or you know. But in terms of stand up, clever is not what people want to hear.
Well, if there's a delay in the thought process, that's where it kills you.
What do you
Like,
mean?
if it takes 3 seconds to, like, figure it out, like, if you
Yeah,
do something very clever and it's like, "Oh, shit, alright." But,
yeah,
like, you're not gonna get a roaring laugh after the whole, like, "I figured it out" thing. Like, that's
yeah.
the kinda problem with it.
Yeah, and we're in the haha business, you know.
Yeah.
Like we need to hear ha-has.
Yeah, it's
So
like yeah,
that's why we rely on fucking things that are seemingly cheap,
yeah,
right? You know,
like,
we always make like fucking jizz jokes. I mean, there's like in Philly comedy especially, the big one is gay, dude. You say the word gay on stage in a joke, you're pretty likely going to get some laughs, you know? And like I sit down to write and I'm like, "All right, don't write the word gay." But everything I'm writing, I'm like, "Oh, it'd be funny if I made that gay."
gay's funny, dude.
Gay is funny, man. You know,
Gay's funny.
that gay crack thing. I think about that all the time. I'm laughing right now.
You know what's funny? Gay is funny in Philly, trans not funny.
Not funny, man.
Gay, funny, trans not funny.
No,
Yeah.
no. Don't even go. Don't even say trains. You know.
Do not say trains, dude. Unless you very clearly talking about autistic people, then rip
Yeah.
trains. Otherwise, stay away from that.
Stay away from those combinations of letters. Yeah, but gay. And you know what's funny? Because even gay guys use gay the way that regular people are. Regular people, even the way normal people are using the word. You know, because there's normal folks and then there's fucking queers.
What a great soundbite that is. Yeah. What about the abnormals?
Yeah, the undesirables. We
The
put them
untouchables.
on some trains. You know, that's what I'm saying, right? No, no. I've heard even gay comedians say like, "That's gay." You know, like they use it the same way that like straight guys will use it. That's how
One
you know it's.
one of the worst things that ever happened to our culture was that weird stint when we were like, "That's gay," and we're like, "That's not cool."
Yeah,
Universally the coolest shit ever.
it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, that was a big faux pas
hmm
in society.
we fucked
There's
up.
a lot of things I don't really care about, but that was like, "Really? We can't do that one. Let's revert." Now it's
Right,
coming back because we
right.
realize as a society that was a faux pas. We messed up.
Faux pas.
Faux pas. We
Yeah.
messed up.
Well, you remember when queer was big too? Because like when I was like a teenager, you'd say like, "What are you queer?" Right? That was big.
Yeah.
That one, douche.
One of my favorite
Douche
things
is gone. No one says douche anymore.
nah, douche is gone. One of my favorite things to do is replace the word strange in conversation with queer. That's fun. People don't expect it.
Yeah, but also if there's queer people nearby, because queer is like that community, they claim that word. You know, now queer is like the actual preferred terminology for a queer person.
Maybe if like someone just like went, someone we're standing outside and then someone drives by, some real strange, someone standing on a roof or something,
Yeah.
on a car, and they drive by, and I'm like, that's queer, you know.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
Well, but
Just
like, all right, so what I'm saying is like back in the day when if you said to someone like, "What are you queer?"
yeah,
Right? That meant like, "What are you
mhm,
like gay?"
yeah.
Like, "What are you like
That meant
retarded?"
actually like, are you really gay? Like
Yeah.
that was the offensive ask. Yeah,
Right, right. But now these days, if you say to someone, "What are you queer?" That's actually like a respectful way of trying to understand someone's identity.
hmm,
"What are
yeah.
you queer?"
Well, I feel like
But
if
back
you
in the day, it'd be like, "What are you fucking queer?"
yeah, but I mean, if you ask a certain, there's plenty of people. If you ask if they're queer today, they're not going to take that as a sign of like social
I don't know,
respect.
man. I don't know.
And there's a lot more that will, but I'm saying like,
Yeah. But oh yeah, well yeah. If you go up to like a South Philly guy and you say like, "What are you queer?" He'll deck you.
yeah,
You know,
I
he'll
feel like if
knock
I
you
go
out.
over to Olney and I just walk up to the rando and I'm like, hey, yo, brother, you queer? Knocked out immediately, dude. I'm dead, dead.
Yeah, dude. It's no. I mean like in like the center city circles. You know,
Yeah,
if you ask someone like, "Hey, are you queer? What are you queer?"
that is funny. Actually, you think about it, it is really just. I'd only feel that's only a safe thing in Center City.
Yeah,
Any other point, branch out of like go to South or North or Northeast. I wouldn't feel as safe asking
yeah,
a random
yeah.
person that. They'd have to look a certain way
Yeah, yeah.
for me to feel safe asking them that
Right.
question.
They'd have to have a cock in their mouth for me to be like. Even then, I'd probably just walk. I'd be like, he's busy.
Yeah.
Even a guy in South Philly with a cock in his mouth, you know, like, what are you queer? Would you fucking call me?
Yeah. No, mind your business.
Mind your fucking business. I'll fucking knock you out.
Do you think I had this conversation the other day, kind of on topic. I was saying how a gay friend of mine purposefully hunts almost straight men to try and get them to
Oh yeah,
flirt.
he's a flipper.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
And then I was standing next to this very woke lady. We'll skip her name, and she was like, "Yeah, they were gay. They're not gay." Implying like there's like, oh no, they actually are gay deep down inside because they are going to blow this gay guy who's like
yeah.
hunting him. And I was like, do you really not? I was like, that's an interesting thought though. I was like, are you just deep down rooted? I was like, no, I don't think so. I think this dude actually is just hunting these dudes down. But I don't know. What do you think on that? Like, you think there is a hunt, or this guy's just revealing the truth of it? And he's like, no, this guy really does. Deep down, there was the 1%, and I found it. He wanted to suck my dick. I found it.
It depends on how much power you want to give this guy, because
Well,
it seems like if we're trying to give him power and say like, oh no, he's so good at being gay that he can flip a straight guy, right?
yeah,
That's like a power thing.
yeah.
But if you want to strip away his power, you say like, no, those guys are already gay.
So I'm actually being pro gay by being like, that guy's so powerful.
He's so powerfully like he's like fucking like a. I was gonna say Darth Vader, but that's a negative. You know what I mean? He's like a Jedi of gaydom. He's like Obi-Wan.
He's the Obi-Wan of gay.
He's the Obi-Wan of gay, exactly. And he could be like, suck my cock. You know?
He's like scanning the force. He's like, this force is strong here.
Yeah.
I'm like, you suck my cock.
Suck my yeah. But otherwise, you know, you're saying that he's like a it's just like, no, dude, those guys are already
Yeah.
yeah.
You're taking the mustard out of the sandwich. Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer giving the guy some power and
Me
being
too.
like, yeah.
I'm pro guy gay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
support him. Yeah.
He's so fucking good at being gay.
Yeah. I don't know. Something I was thinking about. I was
But
like,
it's I mean, in reality, it's probably a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, you know? I
yeah.
feel like those guys are I mean, come on.
Also, probably depends on the guy requesting it, how powerful he is as a person. He got some pull, he got
Yeah.
monies.
Maybe he's very easily influenced.
Yeah, maybe he can influence others for you. Maybe a blowjob's coming. Easier. I'm saying easier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easier. Of course. Hey, you wouldn't. Have you blown anyone for any gigs yet? You blown anyone for gigs yet?
Luckily I haven't had to.
Not yet.
Not yet, not yet. It's coming though.
You feel it?
I can smell a dick in my future.
Like you can just like, I can see the stars aligning,
Oh
and
yeah.
he's like, all right, are we hunting for it, or are we avoiding it?
No, no. I'm not pushing anybody out of the way just to get to a cock, you know.
Yeah.
But
But like, if the right opportunity presents itself,
I mean, I feel like that's showbiz. You know, you got to sniff some balls to
isn't
get
that crazy? That is showbiz.
showbiz, baby.
Isn't that crazy? It is showbiz.
But we all know it,
Like, you're not getting signed to Diddy's label.
right?
Like, we all know that as a fact. We
Mm-hmm.
all knew that Harvey Weinstein wasn't signing you unless you get. We know it
Correct.
as that's a crazy thing, and we all we sit here socially and just be like, "Yep, man." Casually be
Yeah.
like, "Yep, that's just the biz."
And I forget. Oh, damn it! There's someone described it so well. They said it's like the belly of the beast, like showbiz Hollywood. That's like the belly of the beast, and there's always a line of people trying to get into that fucking belly.
Just
You know,
trying to.
there's no shortage of people who are like, I will fuck. And the thing about the belly of the beast, and I forget again who said this, but um, it's great, you know, but it always shits you out, and you always end up feeling like crap afterwards. But when you're in there, when you're in the fucking spotlight, you know, when everything's going your way, God, does it feel good?
I had a female comic say to me the other week, "I will do. I need this to work out. I'm going to make this work. I need. That's why I make so many jokes about fucking old dudes. I will suck dick to make this work." Literally a conversation I had with somebody. I'm like, wow, man, there is. It's just
Damn.
so true. You know,
Yeah.
it's fun. It's a
God,
real conversation I had too. It's just,
I know, and I want to know who it was.
you're like, I feel like I could probably pull some strings and make a
There's been a
phone
couple
call, right?
times you dropped
I
like
can make a
hints, and
phone call for somebody.
I'm like, I think I know who you're talking about, but
I'll probably tell you off camera. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But it's funny that they do exist for sure, and they're never gonna stop.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's funny that we all recognize that's the game. It's the game. We
You want to
recognize
make
it.
it? I mean,
Yeah, you want a Ferrari or not, dog? Like,
I mean,
we could break it down like that. Is you want a fucking crib or not?
well, and the interesting thing too is like, do people do this for? I feel like if you get into comedy because you want to make money, that's the stupidest fucking thing ever. Because this is not a comedy's not something you make money at. You know,
Nah, you should trade stock.
there's so many other ways to make money, especially if you're a woman. I mean, come on, let's be honest, man. If you're trying to make money as a woman and you're doing comedy, I mean, come on, there's easier ways.
Yeah, I can only name like 10 off the top of my head
Yeah.
that have
I
like
mean, like
made
you
it.
you could make a
Yeah.
lot of money, sure, but like you could easily make a lot of money just skip the comedy, just suck cock.
Yeah, get
fuck
back in
fuck.
the kitchen and suck a cat.
I'm just saying, dude, that fucking chick Bonnie Blue, she fucked 1,000 dudes in a day. That's her claim to fame. She's famous because she fucked 1,000 guys in one day.
Do you think there could be a male Bonnie Blue? Like like a gay version?
See, you add gay to anything, and it's funny.
Didn't even mean to.
A
But
gay
do you
Bonnie Blue.
but like if
Okay.
it was like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna have 1,000 guys run through me later. Come check the stream." Like, do you think it would get like the fame and the attention of Bonnie Blue?
Jesus Christ. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. No. Just some dude getting 1,000 guys fucking. I mean, I feel like the asshole. Could it take 1,000? You know, I don't think it's meant to be worn that much.
Yeah, I heard rippage is a real issue.
Yeah, dude, anal fissures.
Have you heard that? I've turned it into a joke, but have you heard me talk about that?
Mm-mm,
Anal rips?
mm-mm.
I'm so happy right now. I'm so
I mean,
happy.
dude, I've farted really loud and felt an anal rip. You know.
I'm so happy. I was talking to a gay friend and we were talking about butt rippings. Like we
Yeah.
were talking about butts ripping. And then I was like, does that happen often? And his response was, more often than you think,
Right.
which was, I'm loving this combo now. And I'm like, have you ever had your butt ripped? And he goes, no, but I've ripped butts, which is hilarious.
Oh yeah,
Isn't that
I
crazy?
do remember.
I've turned this
I
into a
remember you
joke.
saying this, and I
Yeah.
remember who you
He-
said this about. Yeah.
yeah, dude. Yeah, I have a little joke about it, but in my head, I was like kind of blown away because I'm not in the gay community a lot,
Yeah.
so I don't know what they're talking about. But I was like, oh wow, this is a big issue. It's a big thing. It happens not so often. So it happens
Yeah.
so often. I was like, was it a big deal?
I
to
mean,
you
it's
to the
obviously
hospital?
not that big of an issue because they're fucking. They got the pride parades. They're marching, dude. You know,
That's what I'm saying.
they're happy about it.
It's so much of a not issue. I was like, did you take him to the hospital? He said, no, I called him an Uber.
Yeah, like get the fuck out of here.
That's how much of a not issue it is.
Yeah.
Imagine ripping a lady's butthole. You're on the hospital. You're on a Tinder date 1, you're probably gonna go to the hospital. You're a bad person.
Ripping a lady's butthole.
Dude, even
Is
your
that a
friend.
is that a Jane Austen novel? Ripping a lady's
Doesn't even need to be a lady. Imagine just banging your bro. Imagine just banging your bro Omri. You and Omri left the
All
DMV
right, well,
yesterday. Just banged your bro Omri
let's
out. His
immediately
butthole
change
rips.
this fucking scenario. I
But his butthole
don't.
rips. You're not going to leave Omri. You're not calling Omri an Uber. You're going to take your buddy to the hospital.
I'm drawing a fucking hard line in the sand.
But you will be taking him to the hospital.
I'm never talking to Omri again after this. just this hypothetical scenario is making me sick to my fucking stomach.
And you're not going to leave poor Omri there on the ground.
No, he's dead. I'm never talking to Omri again.
Throwing it out there, dude. I don't know.
If you're banging your boy's booty, would you take him to the hospital? Is that so? That's the scenario.
That's basically the premise. That's the punchline of my joke, pretty much. Is like how gay fuckboys are worse than regular fuckboys. Because a straight fuckboy, a straight fuckboy bangs his bro and blows his butthole out, he's taken to the hospital. But a gay fuckboy just calls you an Uber.
Like, Jesus Christ. I guess no, that is worse.
Right?
That is worse.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. But I was funny because I actually did that on stage. I did it like twice at time. But the one time I did it on stage, like the second time, and this person, love them, Dell Computer. Have you met them? Adele Computer? No. Anyways, very flamboyant, very Elton John energy, right?
Okay.
And but I was like, yeah, but no one's ever talking about the gay fuckboys, you know? And he looked straight at me, second row. He's like, we doing the gay community. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I didn't know it was a topic. So apparently it is. Yeah.
Yeah, fuckboys are always a topic of discussion. They get a lot of buzz.
Yeah, I just never.
People are getting fucked by them. I mean, how can you not bring it up?
Yeah, I just never pieced it together. There's like, there's that gay guy out there just breaking gay hearts, you know?
Again, you add the word gay onto it, and like I know it's like a real thing you're talking about, but it just makes it a little funnier when you say gay hearts. A heart that's just like it's just a little askew.
Yeah, it's when you draw a heart, but you don't get it quite right, and you have the little tail on it.
Yes,
the little gay heart. It's like the Grinch's heart, just a little swoop.
Yep, a little tilted.
A little it has a little tilt to it. Slightly curved to the left.
Yeah,
the gay heart.
He's off to the side. He's floofy. He's a backwards mechanic. You saying he's gay?
Backwards mechanic, is that a term for gays? Did you come up with that? Or is that
no?
That's a used one.
No, that's a Family Guy reference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Backwards mechanic.
Yeah, it's how like Italian guys will say anything but gay. They'll be like, he's a little off to the side. He's floofy. He's a backwards mechanic. You mean gay? The mother's like, she's like, no, he's creative.
It's like the blacks with the Downs.
Exactly. It's almost the exact.
The Italians don't want to admit the gays, and the blacks with the Downs.
Yeah, I mean, but black people and Italians are similar in that regard. Where, like, I mean, the most homophobic people in the world are black folks, dude. Black people are very homophobic.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I mean, on probably a close, maybe neck and neck, Muslims. I know Muslims really don't like gay folks. And black Muslims, Jesus Christ, dude, that's like, I think that is the most homophobic person that you can probably come across.
Well, what do you have to? What do you think Atlanta would say about black people who don't like gays? Like,
Atlanta?
Yeah, the city of Atlanta. What do you think they would say about that statement? Renownedly gay, black gay city.
See, I don't know a lot about Atlanta. I've heard that there's a lot of gay dudes who are like they're on like the DL, right? Also just outwardly gay, but like there's a lot of also like DL.
Yeah, Atlanta's like a gay city. A lot of gay dudes. Black dudes specifically.
See, and I didn't know that, right? So like I described a black dude one time. I was saying how like I was like, oh yeah, I was surprised that he was from Philly because I was like, you look like kind of like you would be from like Atlanta or something. And he was like, uh-huh. Like he took it as an insult. I didn't realize, and then someone was like, that kind of means like he's like gay. That's what you're saying. Like he's like a gay guy. You're saying that, and I was like, oh no, I didn't mean it like that. I just meant like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. That's how like I wouldn't take that too. It's funny. You look like you're like come from the neighborhood.
Yeah, yeah, you got kind of a San Francisco, you know.
That's he's like, where you
So
from? Oh, I would have put you in Portland.
so Atlanta is like the black San Francisco. It's like filled with.
I'm not an Atlanta expert. I've just heard that there's a large gay community in the inner city there, and the inner city is largely black.
Hmm,
But but I do also understand what you're saying that blacks are very homophobic. Like if you think
yeah,
about like the southern Christian blacks.
sure.
Yep.
It always goes back to religion.
But
Yeah,
yeah, but
black
yeah,
people tend to be very religious.
yeah.
Even black dudes who like don't go to church, don't follow any fucking. If you ask them like, "Do you believe in God?" They'd be like, "Hell yeah, I believe in God." You know,
Well, yeah. I mean,
like it's hard to find like a black atheist.
well,
That's something that doesn't come up a lot. You could find a dude who robs, steals, kills. You'll still believe in God.
most of my experience, like the majority of black people I've known in my life are like hood black people, like or jail black people.
Yeah,
Very against gay.
yeah,
Like
of course.
a kid on the block slinging dope. Don't call him gay.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
even if he is, he probably doesn't want to be
They
called it
just
in front of
don't.
no one. Yeah.
And the way like white people kind of like jokingly, especially like frat guys, they'd be like, "Oh, dude, I'll suck your fucking," like jokingly say how they're sucky. Dude, black people do not fuck with that shit.
So there's a
Joking about sex like with another man.
yeah, in jail, there's a stigma is that like gay guys just joke about gay shit, or like white guys have just joke about gay shit,
Yeah,
and black guys hate it.
yeah,
And it's true. Like gay
that is
guy
true.
fuck or like I keep saying gay guys, white guys do white guys
John
do
Nagels,
yeah. John does gay jokes.
John Gay.
John gay. No, but like if you so if, like two white guys are in a cell of jail, they
Yeah,
will do like gay bits together. Like not
right,
gay like they're not gonna be gay together, but they'll do gay jokes nonstop.
right, right.
But most of the black cellies I've ever had, like they don't want to play those games.
They don't fuck with that. They don't fuck with the idea of it,
Mhm.
especially not with the
Yeah,
action of
yeah.
it. No, and yeah. I'm sorry. I was thinking of this. What movie was it? Oh, like Seth Rogen. Who's the other guy? Eastbound and Down. You know what I'm talking about?
McBride.
Danny McBride. Yeah, like those types of movies, right? Those like white comedies. Like a lot of times they will have moments in those movies where like it's just like, oh, I want to suck you off. Oh, I want to suck you off, bro. And it's two dudes joking with each other about some gay shit. Like it happened in like This Is the End. I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
like there was a whole scene about them sucking each other's
oh
cocks or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll jizz all over your face, blah, 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 and I'll jizz on your face, and it's just like, no, no, no. Yeah,
Black
stuff
people
like that,
hate
dude.
it.
Black guys will walk out, they will get up and leave the theater. They'll be like,
Mhm.
nah, this movie was funny up until that shit.
Yeah, that is funny, dude. That is totally true.
Yeah.
It's funny. I like Mexicans, like in jail. Um, they like the gay jokks, but they really just don't like real gay.
Yeah.
It's like the middle between blacks and whites. It's so fun. Like gays will their favorite dude. Here's a you go if you're a white guy around like a Mexican working crew or in jail, you can go up to him and just be like, say any sentence and just throw like culo at the end of it, just butthole.
Cool butthole.
Yeah, it's Mexican for butthole. It doesn't even have to fit the sentence, dude.
Okay.
You'll make Mexican friends. They love it. They love gay shit. Dude, any joke with any sentence with huevos or culo in it, just walk up to a Mexican crew. I think it's
Yeah.
funny. I promise you.
Okay.
I
Fair
am
enough.
not lying.
Fair enough.
I've done it 100 times.
They fuck
But
with
then
the.
if you're actually, but then one time I got a Mexican guy from Acapulco to tattoo me right here on my crotch, and it
Yeah.
took a lot of convincing because he was not about it, and his
Yeah.
boys ripped him
Yeah.
for it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Damn.
So it's like they'll do the jokes, but when it comes to like
Huh.
anything remotely real, they're not about it. It's weird.
It is weird.
Cultural differences, huh?
Cultural differences, and then and I don't know a lot about Asians. I don't know a lot about Asian culture. I really don't. I wish we had an Asian correspondent sitting right here who could kind of fill us in.
Well,
But I will say this, lady boys, that's some shit. I don't know, man. I don't see black dudes doing that. That's going all the way, right?
All right. So
Is that gay? Are lady boys? Because they're saying that they're boys, right? They're lady. They're not trans.
well, first off, I have a joke about this. I don't know if you heard it. Why they call them lady boys?
That's
They're
the
full grown men.
yeah.
I don't understand it. I don't know. But
And but and they are admittedly saying that they are like boys. You know,
yeah. No, but
it's
that's the
not
thing.
like it's not like
I've watched a
because
bunch
I just want to understand.
I've watched a bunch of interviews with them and mostly lady boys. Like they recognize that they are like not they almost consider themselves you talk to them, be like, "Are you a female?" Like, "Nah, lady boy." Like that's
Yes,
just a it's just a
it's a
cultural thing.
separate
Yeah.
identity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a weird but, I've watched that a lot. Yeah. Yeah. But no,
yeah.
black guys don't do the lady boy thing. You mean like they don't become lady boy?
Well, so we're talking about like the degrees. So like black guys, not about the gay jokes,
Oh,
not about the gay stuff. White guys,
Asians no, Asians
ha ha ha. Yeah, well, I'll suck your fucking cock. And then you said Mexicans are somewhere in the middle,
Asians probably
but
have proclivity to leaning more gay. I don't know about their humor though. I do know one thing, if you see an Asian guy in jail, that guy did something bad. That's
yeah,
yeah, you don't like the Asian population in jail is minuscule. It's like 1% or less.
that's tough too
And they're
because
in there
Asians are like jails are like race divided up by race, right?
yeah, there's not you don't see like a crew of Asians rarely.
So who do the Asians
Unless
roll
you're in a
with?
big prison and then like they'll see them together. But if you're just in like if you go to any jail, you're not going to see like
Yeah,
unless maybe you go to like Toronto where they're huge.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So who did the Asians roll with?
Um, whites.
Whites.
Yeah, no one really rolls with black people except black people.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if it like Mexican if it comes down to like anyone versus blacks, like Mexicans and whites will team up. And the Asians are generally
Mm,
going to stay with the whites.
gotcha.
It's rare. Yeah, I don't think you'd ever see whites and blacks team up against Mexicans. I don't think that would be a thing. Um,
So where were you at?
I just went to Montgomery County a few times.
Okay, so you were
I never went
gotcha.
to states.
Are there a
Well,
lot of Mexicans?
in Montgomery,
Yeah.
yeah, because you have Norristown.
Okay.
Yeah, you get a lot of kids right out of Norristown, the city. They're just like fuck up right out of the lines. But yeah, no,
Right from Jump
Norristown's
Street.
bad though. The kid that did this tattoo that I was just telling you about, and was like the one who didn't want
Yes.
to do it.
Yes.
He was there. He was an illegal guy from Acapulco, and his name was Paul. And he come up here and got kicked out twice at that point.
Yeah.
And he was up here for a third time, and he had stabbed someone at the Norristown train station.
Shit.
Yeah. And I was like, "What's going to happen?" He's like, "I'm just going to get deported again." And I was like, "You coming back?" He's like, "Probably." and that's this was a little while ago, but yeah,
Think he's back?
yeah, probably. It
Yeah.
was funny. He was like, "You just come down to Acapulco, stay at my mom's house."
Where's Acapulco?
It's like it's um what the fuck's that body of water right there in Florida?
The Gulf of
The Gulf of
America?
America.
Yeah.
It's the Gulf of
We
America.
say the Gulf of America in this
It's
house.
the Gulf of America.
Yeah.
It's around the it's sort of like on that side.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it's a beachy town, but I wouldn't still ever go there. Like there's a risk
Gotcha.
of going just to go to Mexico seems risky. Then to go off a resort Mexico seems risky. Then to go stay at a guy's house who's stabbing people in America,
Yeah.
Mexico's house, I would never do. I was so young and reckless at a point though. I was considering it, but it was like
Yeah.
it's probably a strong chance I'll just die.
I mean, I feel like anywhere you go, it's good to just like have a guide, someone who knows the area who can kind of tell you what the rules of the land are. Kind of be like, hey, if you do this, you should be okay. Don't do this.
Oh, I told him, I was like, "Well, what's the chance I get kidnapped or killed?" He's like, "If you just stay with me, you'll be fine." I'm like, "Oh,
Exactly.
well, that's the thing." He's like,
I mean, I know you can't just like
"All right." Like,
Yeah.
so the environment is set, and I need to rely on the person who stabbed this guy at the Norristown train
Yeah.
station to keep me safe. So
Yeah.
that was the whole situation.
Well, there are some people like because I'm I, I'm from Philly, right? I was born in Mount Airy. I grew up in the suburbs, but like when you're from the Philly area, you know Philly, right? I mean, I feel like I know Philly pretty good. And I've lived in South Philly for I guess going on 4 years now, something like that. Um, anyway, point is, I've had to tell several friends like, hey, dude, don't do that because they do certain things in Philly, and I'm like, I know you think you're being funny, but like you're just increasing your likelihood of something happening. Like Philly's fine, you know? I feel like there is a lot of violence in Philly, but as long as you kind of Like if you see a bunch of shit popping off, probably just leave. If you see like some dudes and they're all just starting to like argue with each other and things are getting rowdy, just leave. Don't
Mhm,
stick around.
mhm.
Don't watch.
Yeah,
Go.
yeah, I
Like there's
do.
just like certain rules like that. And so like since we were talking about the gay shit, right? I have a friend, he likes to when we're driving around, he likes to lean out the window and go, ah, to like grown men. And I'm like, hey, don't do that. He's like, why? It's funny. I'm like, guys don't fuck, they don't like that,
Yeah.
They that's something you will eventually encounter someone who's like, what do you think? I'm gay? Like, is that why you're moaning at me? Because I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, it's not even it's just, it comes with like seeing so much though. That's what it is. So like if you well like that guy, like if you see enough people completely deranged walking down the streets for enough time, then like you wouldn't do that. Because then
Yeah.
you're like, "Oh, I can catch one of these guys." Like there are people that literally will just look at you. Like you can
Yeah.
walk down the street, someone's screaming at concrete.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make eye contact with that person because most like there could be a chance that person just starts screaming at me now. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Like
Right.
that's just, but like you see those people, I will start down at random people because there's enough of those people out there. You might just catch one of those people. Now you're
Yeah.
at a stoplight. That person's gonna grab you out of your car. Like that's how I view it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like I walk around in parts of the city late all the time, and I see things like
Yeah, we're out. We're out until
yeah.
2 in the morning
I
sometimes.
I was walking around Chinatown the other night in alleys looking for a secret entrance to a subway tunnel, right?
Yeah.
In alleys, right? With and there
And
was
you're
like
not
yeah,
and he's not doing heroin,
yeah.
folks, just to clarify.
Yeah, literally just walk around alley. But like then I'm like walking up back alleys and there's like a couple alleys, they're all pitch dark, and there's some alleys you see like shadows walking your way, like, nope, just dip out this way. Like you
Yeah.
like avoid like there you can make your way through a city, but like you
Yeah.
just have to recognize the dangers.
You just
Like
have to
don't
recognize
start shit. Like
just don't
don't walk past those people and be like, move out the like don't you
just
just
don't
avoid shit.
yeah. Because you see stuff on the news constantly in Philly. There's always some shootings. There's always, people getting fucking. I mean, it'll be like a fucking basketball game, and you're like, oh, 6 people died. Wow. Oh, I wonder what happened.
Mhm.
It's like, yeah, shit happens, dude. But what you can do as a person is that if you can avoid it, try to avoid it. You
Like
know, like my
this
my brother, when my brother was living with me, he would sometimes it would be like 3 in the morning, and he'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go for a walk, and I said, listen, if it's something that can wait until the morning, just do it in the morning. Like if you can help it, try not to walk around at 3 in the morning. Not to say that you're gonna die, but if you can potentially avoid dying, maybe do that.
yeah. Like, I always have a knife on me when I'm walking around, and if like like if you get that inkling in you, that like that feeling, like something's not right, like just to take that feeling and use it. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, don't avoid that feeling.
Yeah.
Like if I'm like there are points I'm like, oh, and I feel like I'm reaching for my knife, like, oh, okay, dip. Like,
Yeah.
like don't walk towards that thing that looks dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And a lot of it's just common sense,
Yeah.
but you got to have an instinct for how to avoid certain dangers. Um, Like again, a lot of people don't fuck with gay shit, man, And especially in a city like Philly, dude, like that friend I was telling you about, just doing that to random men. Like what happens if we're driving, right? And all of a sudden there's a red light in front of us and you just moaned at a guy who's right there. He's walking up to the window. He's going to punch you in the fucking face or worse.
Mhm.
And it might not happen the first time you do it, the second time. It might happen the 50th time you do it because you hit that guy, you did it to the wrong person. And all of a sudden, you're that fucking dumbass who is in the news. Like, yeah, man shot at fucking red light because he moaned at him. And then everyone's like, can you believe Philly is crazy? It's like, no, can you believe this guy is moaning at grown men?
Yeah, yeah. No, there's like I would never go down Kennington Avenue doing that. Be
No,
crazy.
no, dude. It's
I
not
used to
advised.
yeah, I used to run around Kensington like a wild man. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna go do that.
yeah,
Part of it honestly is just recognizing the situation and like you're just recognizing what you're in and then doing your best to be that.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
just belong.
Just
Like
belong,
yeah.
fit in.
Like I'm walking around Chinatown 2 a.m. Doesn't matter. I live here. I live that's my
Sure,
apartment here.
sure.
Yeah. Like that's what like just
And Asian people, by and large, I live in an Asian neighborhood.
Chinatown's
Asian
not even
people,
that bad.
by and
Yeah.
large, are probably some of the more statistically, some of the safest people
Yeah.
to be around because they just don't really they
Yeah.
stick to themselves. They don't
Yeah,
cause a lot
Chinatown's
of
not even bad. It's just a bad homeless. Like
yeah.
Like
Yeah. But even so, like even like homeless folks, I'll give you another deep cut black thing. The biggest thing in the black community, regardless of whether or not the guy owns a company or if he's homeless, the big mantra is respect. You know, and disrespect is what leads to problems. You know, it's probably also the same way in prison, right, or in jail rather, right. So respect is king. So like a homeless guy, he might come up to you, he might have absolutely nothing. You might not have anything to give him, but don't disrespect him. Don't clown him. Don't like just say, sorry, man. You know?
yeah.
Don't be like, oh, get the fuck out of here, bro. You know, or like say some shit that's gonna make him be like, is this guy disrespecting me? Because that's when you're gonna see a black dude freak the fuck out, you know?
Well, there's a
It's all about
point. There is
respect.
one time when I wouldn't do that. Like
What's
I'm
that?
thinking like so if I'm walking down Somerset and it's 2 a.m.
Where's Somerset?
Kensington, let's
Okay,
say,
okay.
or Indiana or whatever, like that.
One of those,
Yeah,
yeah.
between Germantown and Kensington Apples call.
Okay.
If I'm walking through the actual Bay of Kensington, right? And it's 2 a.m. and somebody I hear, yo, what you doing? I'm not even gonna turn my head.
No, that's a different thing. And I understand what you meant because that that is a situation where just keep going.
Yep.
You know, don't acknowledge. And I don't think that's necessarily disrespectful. I hear what you're saying though. Where the yeah, what I mean is it's a very tricky thing, and I've just seen people get into strange situations with it, especially white folks and black folks, where there's like this. How do I even explain it, dude? There's like this kind of idea of disrespect that can be very easily misinterpreted, and then black people flip out over it. You know, so
Well, yeah, that's cultural disrespect as well. That's always, especially for
yeah,
different countries.
yeah,
But even like it's easier in America, but like I guess there are like weird sort of cultural things still. Like
yeah,
yeah, like I wouldn't go to like a black cookout and insult someone's macaroni, you know. But if I
right,
went to like my own cookout, I'd be like, this macaroni sucks, cultural
right,
thing.
right. Yeah, clown somebody. You know, just yeah, it's just it's such a vague thing to try to explain, but you know it when you see it, and you can feel it especially. And if you learn it, you can avoid some shit, man.
Just fucking it honestly comes down to just act right. You
Just
know,
act right.
like
Yeah,
that saying, I've been throwing that around. I've been bringing it back. It really is true. Just act right.
yeah,
Like that's what it is. We're all at some. If you're out in public, you're most likely acting at some point in time. Like
yeah.
act right.
Act right. Yep.
If you're like,
Did you hear about that dude? This happened like years and years ago, but it was at Pat's and Gino's. It was right after some football game, and a dude was wearing whatever team they were playing that day. Let's say the Giants.
okay,
He's wearing a Giants jersey at Pat's and Gino's, and the Eagles just lost. And apparently he got shot, right? Shot and killed. And you hear about a story like that, and you go, "Oh my god!" You know, if you're not from Philly, oh my god, a Giants fan was killed at fucking Pat's and Gino's just because he was wearing a jersey of a different team. But then if you're from Philly, you're like, why was he wearing a fucking Giants jersey at Pat's and Gino's? You know,
yeah,
like that's just and they won that day, and you know he said some shit, dude. You know, yeah, oh yeah, fuck you.
yeah,
Like, dude, this is just not the town to do that.
yeah. I'll give
You
a
will get killed.
Yeah, I'll give a quick pro tip. If you happen to be like a New York Giants fan in Philadelphia, the most you're getting away with, like, just wear like a hat, like a beanie, and like people will accept that. They're like, "Oh, you're a Giants fan? Okay, cool." But
Right.
like, if you walk around the you never see it.
Yeah.
You never see someone walk around Phillies unless you're at the
No.
stadium on game day.
Yeah.
He's like, I would never do that. Well,
Like
that's
for example, I have
crazy.
a friend who he lives out in L.A. He's a few, you know, he's from Philly though. So he goes to Dodgers games, he goes to fucking football games or whatever, and he's always wearing uh Philly stuff, Eagle stuff, whatever. And I like that surprised me because I'm like, oh, you wear the other team's stuff to like their field, and he's like, yeah, people don't care out here. You know, it's L.A. Like it's a city full of transplants. Everybody's not from L.A. You know,
Mhm,
so we all root for our own teams. And I'm like, oh, right. Because Philly is so different, dude. You know,
mhm.
like if you are a fan of another team, just keep that shit quiet, dude. You know?
Yeah, it's crazy. I do respect the people. Like you see them walking through the parking lots on game day.
For sure.
You see those videos.
For
I
sure.
respect some of them. I wouldn't do that. That's crazy. Not in Philly. That seems like I'd feel fine doing that in Kansas City.
Exactly.
But like I wouldn't because you're all right. Like when it's like, oh, he got shot wearing a Giants jersey, you'd be like, who the fuck does that? Like who
At
wears a
Pats and
Giants?
Genos
Like in my
too.
head, then my
Like
little head, I was like, who would wear a Giants jersey in Philly? Like that's literally your
at
thought.
Pats and Genos of all places.
Yeah, don't go south.
Don't go. Why would you be in South Philly with a Giants jersey on at Pats and Genos talking shit, dude? You know, like that's a death sentence.
Yeah, go to Manayunk, maybe.
Yeah, go to Maniac. You
Maybe
know,
try Manayunk. There's
yeah.
enough gay people there. No one's gonna.
Oh,
But don't go to South, right above the stadium.
yeah, the fucking landmark of South Pats and Genos, and you're like, we won.
It is crazy because in my head I'm like, I can't believe, like I don't see that. You never see someone wearing a Giants jersey walking around the city.
No,
It's crazy. I'm just wearing this right now, game day, but you'll never see it.
No,
it's wild.
And again, you know, he was talking shit. Like it's not like I highly doubt someone just walked up to him, saw him in a Giants jersey, and shot him. That's not how it goes. What happens is people are drunk, especially at Geno's. You're trying to fucking sober up. He probably was like, yeah, you know, got into some, because it's always a long line after those games, and he probably was just like, yeah, we won, fuck you. That's how you end up.
There is a high probability too. Somebody else was like, yo, yo, gay guy, what's up with that lame jersey?
Yeah.
And then he was like, fuck you. And then he got you. There is a high probability.
That's probably more likely how it's went. But either way, man, you're asking for it. You know, you don't need to be there. It goes back to what we were saying, dude. Like there's certain situations, if you can avoid doing it, just don't do it. You know,
it goes back to the act right and belong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See the situation you're in and belong.
Yeah.
Like,
and people who aren't from Philly, if anyone fucking hears this, they're gonna be like, oh, dude, Philly sounds like a nightmare, you know? Like, oh, what, you can't support what team you like because of some stupid fucking, your fans are fucking crazy, they're killing people. It's like, I know you don't get it, but that's just how it is, man. I mean, what do you want?
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Yeah. Yeah, like I know a Vikings fan. He's not gonna walk around Philly wearing a Vikings jersey.
No.
He'll tell people it's like, I'm a Vikings fan. And people are fine with that.
Yeah.
But like you're never gonna see him walking around on 8th Street with a Vikings jersey on. It's crazy.
It's highly not advised.
Yeah, but it's just like everyone around here knows that.
Yeah.
Like I think that I know plenty of people who aren't Eagles fans and our team's fans, but like
yeah, no, there's a bar in there's a Chiefs bar. Have you heard about this place?
Yeah,
what's that spot called? It's like Frankie something's.
I don't remember where it's at.
It's like it's some bar where they are openly like Chiefs fans. Yeah.
There's a couple like that.
And I think on the day of the Super Bowl they were closed. I believe they were closed. Wow. Because of the fact that it was like, you know, Eagles versus Chiefs, and they knew that whatever happened, it's like we need to be closed.
Yeah.
Because even if the Eagles win, people are going there, fuck you, fuck the Chiefs. And if they lose, that place is getting burned the fuck down.
Now that I am thinking about it, I am wrong. I do see people like so Milk Boy is a Ravens bar.
Yeah.
So I have been outside of Milk Boy on as a Ravens game on, and you see someone get out of an Uber wearing a Ravens jersey.
Yeah.
And I specifically remember it, and I'm like, it is weird, because you think back, it's like, it's weird to see a person on South Street with a Ravens, they walked in the bar.
Yeah.
So you do see it, but it's like they only go to like their secured.
Yeah, no, there's specific spots. Like when and I use that example of Pats and Geno's because that is probably like when it comes to sports, when it comes to where you don't want to be in the wrong jersey, like a Pats and Geno's, like South Philly. I mean, that's pretty inadvisable.
It's so funny because everyone in Philly hates Pats and Geno's, but they'll take it as a sign of disrespect to be there with a team. Yeah, it is funny.
Well, it's like a landmark, you know.
It's funny. It is funny.
I mean, what happens is, you know, everything else is closed, and you'll go there at like. I know a lot of people don't go there, so immediately I'm going to lose people. But I'm just saying, if you're up, it's 2 a.m. They're open 24/7, dude. That's one of the perks of it, you know. So if you need some fucking greasy cheesesteak to soak up all that booze, that's where they come in clutch.
That's what they rely on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Phillips in South Philly, you ever been there?
No.
It's pretty good.
I
They're
just
open 24/7 too.
just had a place called Curly's. It was out of the city though. Good cheesesteak though. Very good cheesesteak. Sesame roll on point.
Curly's?
Curly's. Very good.
Out of the city?
Out of the city. It was up around Ben Salem.
Oh, okay. Where's that spot? You guys have why am I blanking? It's right across from Chubby's. I always Delisandro's.
Alessandro's.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's only like 4 blocks away. Again, can't they don't deliver. They don't take phone calls. You gotta go wait in line.
Yeah.
It's a thing. So
Yeah. I remember people always saying like, "Oh yeah, they have like the best cheesesteaks." They're good, but like I don't know.
they're good. They're better than Pat's and Geno's. I'll
Yeah, for
rank them above
sure.
Pat's and Geno's for sure.
I feel like it's hard to get, dude. It's hard to get a bad
Well, it's
cheesesteak.
hard to get consistent. Like you can find.
Delisandro's.
No, I'm saying like it's hard. Like it's hard to like. Yeah, you can like find a cheesesteak like D'Alessandro's better than Pat's and Geno's. But then eventually like Angelo's gonna make a good like. But then like 2 years later, like Angelo's may not be making good cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
Like Pat's and Geno's used to be good. I remember I used to like Pat's and Geno's. I've
Yeah.
had one the other like 4 months ago, and I was like, this is not good.
Yeah.
Unless like my taste just changed for cheesesteaks. But I remember like I've
Yeah.
eaten one 20 years ago. I was like, this is good. And then I ate one 4 months ago. I was like, this is
Which
not
one do you go to? If you did the one, which one did you go to 4 months
wouldn't
ago?
even care, honestly.
No, but I'm saying 4 months ago. Which one did you
I
go
went to
to?
Pat's.
If I do go to any of them, I go to Pat's.
I think it was because of the line.
Yeah.
I think I just went to one with a shorter line.
Yeah.
I really.
I sometimes if I'm walking down past Young and it's maybe like 1 or 2 and I need something to eat, I'll stop and get like some fries.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm not like a
I like the
diehard.
cheese fries.
I'm not like a loyalist. Like if someone's like, let's get cheesesteaks, and they're like, let's get from here. I'm not gonna be like, let's get from here. I'm not that. I was like, let's get cheesesteaks. And
Yeah,
then like if it comes up like, that was a shitty cheesesteak, huh?
You mentioned Angelo's, but I've never been to Angelo's.
Good. The pizza's good. Yeah.
Pizza, cheesesteaks, all of it.
Cheesesteak's good. Yeah, all good.
It's all good, baby.
Yeah, it's like it's hard to get though. It's very busy. Long waits.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do though? There's a place that is open near me called Curly's though, and they sell carnival food, and it's my new favorite restaurant in the world.
Like funnel cake?
Funnel cakes. Yep.
Nice.
They got like 4 different types of funnel cakes. Isn't that amazing?
What do they put on? Like powdered sugar and
Yep. They got like a strawberry cheesecake one where it's like strawberry dough and they put strawberry puree and drizzles on it.
that sounds delicious.
So good. So I might go. I might as well just go get one.
Yeah.
And I know. I love that place. So that's genius marketing right there. It's my new favorite place in Philadelphia. When I was like, "What's your favorite place in Philly?" I'm like, "Curly's, the carnival food place." It's true.
You want to wrap up?
Sure.
Do you do an outro? What do you do here?
Well, we like, hey, Austin. Is there anything that you want to talk about in particular? You want to plug anything? You want to shout out anybody? You want to? That's what we would do right now, usually.
I just want to shout out my monthly showcase, Misconduct Comedy at Misconduct Tavern, 15th and Locust. You can go to misconductcomedy.com for tickets. We do a monthly showcase, new comedians every month, Philly and New York City's finest. Our last show was a fucking powerhouse, dude. You're guaranteed to have a banger of a time. So come on through if you're looking to have some laughs.
And follow them on Instagram, too. Yeah. Follow the showcase. Follow Austin. Links below, of course.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
Cool.
Thanks for coming through, man. I had fun.
Dude.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, man.
First return guest, Austin Whitehead in the house, dude. Thanks for coming by, buddy. Love it.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.